What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, thanks to Dumb Down Law, you guys make sure go and check out. That's John Bravo's attorney. He's got a great channel. It's called Dumb Down Law. Thanks to him, he just put out a video in regards to the latest with Wes Watson as far as his civil trial, right? And so the plaintiff, the victim, the 7-foot monster, he has filed the request for admissions, and Wes Watson has answered to an extent. So the requests for admissions are basically questions that the plaintiff is asking, that the victim is asking Wes Watson to answer. If Wes Watson answers anything saying yes, he admits, then that's not even up for debate. That's established as fact. It's true. If they deny it, then that's what they're going to be fighting for in trial. Now, keep in mind, whatever Wes admits to in the civil case, it's also pretty much it's going to be used against him in the criminal case. Now, the first request for admission, the plaintiff, the victim, asked Wes Watson if Wes Watson had struck him with that leather belt with a piece of metal on the end. And Wes Watson said yes. When it came to pretty much everything, I think everything else, did he punch him on the ground? Did he kick him? And, how many times did he strike him? All of these things, Wes Watson denied it. You're only allowed 30 questions without having the judge, order whatever. You're only allowed 30 questions. They asked more than 30. Once they got to 31, they weren't even responding. They like, you didn't got that coming. But from what Wes Watson is admitting and denying, it's pretty clear what they're going to do, at least in my mind, right? Wes Watson is admitting to striking him with a belt. And I'm sure that what they're going to say is, hey, Wes did it in self-defense. Wes is going to say, this guy's, towers over me and came up and he pushed me and so I was scared and I defended myself. He's going to say something along those lines, right? And that's what's going to be the argument. And, the argument is going to be self-defense. What am I saying? He already admitted to striking him. The problem is this. The video. So I'm assuming that the defense, that Wes's attorneys are going to try their hardest to get the video thrown out. I don't see why it would be thrown out. Could it be, where parts are taken out? I don't think any parts that are relevant to the dispute. So, what, dead air time? I don't know. But when you look at the video, the victim walked up. First, he placed his camera down, right? And then he walked up and he did the most non-violent push. Doesn't matter. You're not allowed to push anybody, right? But he did the most non-violent. The victim, when he pushed, he stepped back. And when it initially occurred, Wes Watson backed up. His first instinct was not to fight. It was flight, right? And then I think he realized he's paying all these dudes to be his friends. If he backs up, he's going to lose all his paid for friends, right? So Wes and all of his buddies start approaching the victim. The victim starts to retreat and then gets smacked with the belt and gets called a racial slur. Wes Watson, man. Fuck. So that's what he's admitting to. And he's going to say it doesn't. Look, in California, it wouldn't fly. I know Florida has their stand your ground, and I don't see if you can. How is it stand your ground? And this is something for dumbed down law to explain to people like me. How is it stand your ground when the attacker is retreating? So understand your ground when an attacker is retreating. Do you still have? Is it still under the stand your ground provisions or whatever that you can approach, continue to pursue? I don't know. But that's more for the criminal case. When it comes to all the strikes when the victim was down and everybody involved, like I said, I think they're gonna try to get that tape thrown out. And if they do, Wes has, I don't know how much wiggle room when you look at the damage to the victim's face, because the medical report's going to be allowed. The victim is going to testify. I think Wes is going to testify, and he will be horrible on the stand. He will be arrogant. He will be narcissistic. He will be defensive. And I think the plaintiff's counsel, the victim's attorney, can easily rage bait him. But we're going to find out. I think Wes Watson's problems are going to start setting in soon. Right now, he thinks it's fun and games. Right now, he's buying friends, what he normally does. But that don't mean they're going to back him up. Nobody wants to inherit other people's problems. Period. Nobody ever wants to inherit other people's problems when you're behind them prison walls. Wes Watson made a cold bed that he's got to sleep in. These other guys will accept his money, accept his canteen, listen to his bullshit stories, but only for so long. People hear Wes talking like he's tough, somebody's going to want to check that out. But this civil litigation, this lawsuit, I think it's going to be the first domino to fall. And I think it's going to be very painful. Wes can't scam anybody anymore. Wes is about to lose a lot of money and not be able to replace it. He should have stuck to his old philosophies and carny talk. But that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.